Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing part 6 of my color palette challenge. So we're doing characters 11 and 12. So number 11 is the Sweetest Chill, which is this really cool purple palette. Now, my favorite color, other than black, is purple. So it was really fun to be able to use these colors. And of course, the Sweetest Chill, that makes me think of ice cream. I love to eat ice cream. It's one of my favorite things to eat in the entire world. And it's cold and it's sweet, so it just made sense with this. So I drew this woman looking at an ice cream, about to eat it, and get you a significant other who looks at you the way that this woman is looking at her ice cream, because she looks like she's going to devour it at any second. So I tried something new. I added bangs to her. They're a little bit pointy and poofy, which makes me think that she's some sort of relatively retro, like rocker chick or something. Like it almost looks like she has a mullet, which is totally fine. So I guess that's just the vibe that we're going with here. So I'm doing the line art as a darkened version of the darkest color in the palette, like always. And then once I finish this, I'm just going to go in and do those colors. So I had my little sketch there that you saw really quickly, and I'm just going in. I don't know if I start lightest to darkest or if I just happened to start with the white first, but anyways, I decided that it would be best to do the shirt and the cone white and then have her skin be purple because I wanted to do something other than white skin. So I went with purple, and that meant that I could do her hair the dark purple too, and it wouldn't look like she was ill. So I believe that the hair is the darkest purple. Oh, nope, just kidding. It's, I guess, the second darkest purple, and then the darkest one is for shading. And then I just went in, added in my single line shading that I've become very familiar with throughout this whole series, adding those finishing touches, and here's the finished piece. So then the next character, number 12, is Sodas and Skateboards. So it's this really funky purple and blue palette. The blue on the right there is basically neon. It was so bright that was really hard to actually fit into the drawing itself because I wasn't sure how to incorporate it. So I gave up trying to draw my own pose for a skateboarder, so I found an image online. It'll be linked in the description below if you want to do the exact same thing. And I kind of just traced over him in order to get the proportions and the pose right because I had a very specific idea in mind and I just wasn't able to emulate it with my own drawing skills from my head. So I ended up keeping most of the pose there, but I obviously changed the way that he was dressed, and I added that soda in his hand to fit more with the theme. So I wanted to keep things a little simple. The reference image had like a plaid shirt on it, and I was not about to add layers and layers and layers of clothing. So I just decided to add a t-shirt and jeans, and that was it. So I'm going in actually this time with the darkest color in the palette, which is that very dark purple, and doing the line art with that. And then, actually, you know what? It does look like I did tone it down. I don't really know at this point. I'm just going in and finishing up that line work. I added a little bit more detail than I had in my sketch, which I guess usually happens with the line art, but I think it made it look better in the end. Next, we're going to go in with those colors. So I thought originally that I wanted the really neon blue to be the shirt color, but because I chose to do a mixture of the blues for his skin tone, it just didn't look right having the two blues together like that. So instead, I chose to use the neon color as more of an accent in order to make it flow a little bit better. As you can see, I made the shirt of the purple color instead. And I guess I forgot to film a bunch of stuff because here I am already adding shading and you didn't even get to see me add the pattern to his shirt. So I guess here I am adding the shading. I really like the way that it turned out. I actually just lowered the opacity of, I think, the purple color and then just did all of the shading on the entire piece in the same color. And then now I'm just choosing the background color, and I do add a little bit more detail into the background. Obviously I add that shadow on the ground because he is jumping. I don't know what kind of skateboard move you would call this, but that's okay. And then I just add these dots in the background, which kind of reflect the same pattern that's on his shirt. So here is the finished piece. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next week.